Hello, everyone.
Hello.
How's everyone doing? Oh, let's close up. I'm not gonna forget it this time. I am not gonna forget it this time.
Are you?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Are you sure?
I just said I'm not. But yeah, hello, everyone. And today's topic is gonna mainly be led by Eyeris. Eyeris, what is today's topic?
It's a me stream. Yeah. Today's topic is tabletop horror stories.
Honestly,
yay.
Those sometimes are more horrifying than monsters.
Yeah. Having a bad table is really the worst thing.
Yeah, it's one of the worst things I have for sure. Anyway, so how do we start this?
Oh, I actually had something I wanted to show you first.
Oh yeah. What is it? Hey, what's that behind your back?
So don't worry about it. It's okay. It's okay, Toshi. It's okay, Toshi. Alright, let's go. Come on! Come on! Get up! Let's go!
What the Hey! Where the heck are we?
I got us a cafe!
What do you mean you got us a cafe?
I got us a cafe, look!
Why is it so pink here?
You have a problem with pink?
No, not really. But I mean, is it not too pink?
No, it's not too pink. It's perfectly pink.
All right. If you should have consulted with me at least. I mean,
why? I mean, you said you wanted to get a physical location, so we got a physical location now.
Yeah, but where are the birds? Who are these cats?
There are new workers. They're cheaper than the birds.
They were not that expensive. $100 an hour is not. Oh no, it was a little bit too much. But
these ones work for catnip.
Oh, you got us druggies, of course.
They're not druggies. Well, they're perfectly well-adjusted members of society.
Why is that only petting a cat behind me?
It's he's just chilling. Don't mind him.
He's literally not working.
It's not. He's not even petting a cat. He's petting a mouse. He's keeping the pest problem. Yeah, he's keeping the pest problem.
The pest looks very happy.
Yeah, they're having a great time.
Okay, I'm not gonna judge that. I mean, it's pretty, but I was thinking something different in mind.
Oh, like what?
I don't know. Something that it will be more not cat cafe. I mean, I like cat cafes. Don't get me wrong, but
it's beautiful in here.
We'll talk it later. I don't think this is probably the best time. But and also, Eyeris, are you sure you want to eat the whole ice cream?
Yeah. It's mine now.
It just seems like it's larger than your body. I don't know where.
I can eat it. I can eat it all.
Okay. If I hope you don't have lactose intolerance issues. I really do.
Nah. It's only bread.
Only bread?
Only bread.
Oh, wow. It's not so bad then. Alright. Let's just move on. Okay, let's start with the topics.
So, I have a bunch of horror stories pulled up here, and I am excited to talk about them. I think you will quite enjoy my little selection.
Oh, I'm honestly very curious. I know nothing about the stories. I literally didn't even ask.
I didn't tell Toshi shit. I just went for it. I just ran for it.
So you could have the most horrifying stories or the most friendly ones. I don't know anything about them at all. Knowing Eyeris is gonna be fucked up, to be honest.
Yay! Alright. Are you ready for the first one?
Yeah. Let's begin with the first one.
DM ignores a very significant trigger, blames player for quote-unquote ruining the plot twist. That's the title of this one.
Ruining... How can you ruin a plot twist? If you ruin it, it was never a twist to begin with. It was just a plot.
So, there's an edit at the top of this. Some people were asking if it was miscommunication issue, so I'm here to clarify. I made sure the CM knew how severe this was. I clarified that this trigger includes corpses of children in the process of dying on and off-screen death, heavy implications, miscarriages, etc., etc. I went out of my way to make sure. Yeah, I outlined what was not okay. I hope this clears things out, because apparently people were giving them a hard time in the comment section about...
Yeah, I mean, those are fair warnings. I'm fine with them. Anyone that is potentially hearing this, do advise to mute it.
Yes.
If you are not okay with those things.
Be careful.
But, yeah, honestly, it's things to be aware of too, so...
So, this person says, "Hi, first time posting here. I'll just get right into it with this really awkward little smiley face that just goes, meh." This happened at some point last year, I think. Important to the story is the fact that for extremely personal reasons, I do not wish to include or disclose, children dying is a very big trigger to me. I do not use that word lightly. If I am not warned ahead of time and can't dip out of a call or do something else to avoid it, it results in a nasty panic attack, including lovely symptoms of shaking profusely and nausea. Fun! Please do not interrogate me about this. I will not be justifying an involuntary physical reaction to a trigger. It just happens.
I mean, yeah, fair.
So, this DM was already a little grating to begin with. He was very overtly and uncomfortably... He had a very overtly and uncomfortably horny NPC that just wouldn't stop trying to get into another player's pants. And also,
definitely
an NPC who was basically the Disney comic relief talking animal.
So, like, the consciousness, the crab from Mermaid, the classic Disney animal that is always commenting, like, Timon and Pumbaa, all those. Oh, I mean, that's not the worst thing, honestly, to have that. It depends on the scenario, but...
It could get a lot worse from here.
I'm sure it's gonna get a lot worse from here, but this actually excitable NPC is one of the things I always say is like it's not the job for the game master to move forward sexual plots going on the story.
Yep. They say, I had already been planning to step away from the game as I wasn't having fun, but intended to stick out the rest of the arc. We were playing through is to not make the DM have to juggle disappearing characters mid-arc. This arc revolved around my ex's character, who was a sailor with a large family, including a notable child. The family was captured by pirates, and our party had set out to rescue them.
Pirates?
Our pirates.
Oh, pirates. I hear pirates.
Pirates.
Sorry. I'm interrupting so much.
No, you're good. Our party tracked them down to a cave and came across part of the crew in a jail cell. This is where one of the crew members tells us that the kid is dead. Now, remember where I said child death was a big trigger for me? The DM knew this.
It literally started with fucking that.
Yep.
This is a fucked up thing to me because a lot of times there is no session 0, there is no, or there's session 0 but nobody discusses what makes them uncomfortable.
This person so clearly laid out what would make them uncomfortable.
Yeah, like I have there are some things that are yellow zone. you know, and there are some things that are like, please don't put that. And it's very easy to deal without putting all that shit. Honestly, if people aren't comfortable with, animal cruelty, yeah, okay, you know that they'll fight a tiger if the tiger's gonna eat them. That's not animal cruelty. That's self-defense. But heck, if you put a dead puppy there or something, it's like you're literally fucking up.
It's a boundary thing.
Exactly.
So, the DM knew this. In session 0, I specifically mentioned it, and he had said that he would make a note of it. I turned my mic off as I'm already nauseous and mentioned in the Discord that this was like the one thing I asked to avoid. Very difficult to type with shaking hands, by the way. The game comes to a stop, not by the DM's choice, but by the other players who were pointing out what was going on to him because, I don't know, I guess he didn't care to keep up with his own players. Shrug emoji.
Yeah, I can see that he did not fucking care. He didn't fucking listen. It is just the case of the game master. I think it's the case of the game master being just too much on their own ass, thinking that they are the ones that decide all the fun on the table, and the only thing that matters for a table to be good.
Yep, 100% agree. I step away to go freak out, and as I come back, I find that DM has tried to call me. I finally answer and mute while he tells me he didn't think it would be that bad and figured it would be fine.
Oh, yeah.
He then goes on to say about how the kid is alive, but that's supposed to be a plot twist or something. He says the other half of the crew is fine, but we weren't supposed to know that. He complains that I've ruined his plot twist, and my ex and other players tear him a new asshole. For the record, all he really needed to do was move the kid into the confirmed alive group. That's it. One simple move of character, and all of this could have been avoided.
Oh, plot twist. The thing that I made you trigger off is not actually real. Honestly, I'm not sure if the game master here was gaslighting them or it was an actual plot twist, quote unquote, because I can see this being a fucking lie.
I think he just wanted to save his own ass. I think he saw everybody was angry at him.
Yeah, I fucking think the same thing. Honestly, even if it was real, oh no, the thing that triggers you, it was fake. Haha, it doesn't make it fun. It's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank. No.
Just a prank, bro.
Oh god.
Naturally, I quit the game at that point. I can't control how I react to triggers, and it made it very clear that the DM that this was the one big fat no-go for me. Him assuming it would be fine felt like such a gross dismissal of his player's health. He whined about a dumb plot twist while I had to step away to get sick and mark down what occurred so I could inform my doctor about it. Obviously, my story isn't nearly as bad as many others, but I would like to think that it's at least important to remind that trigger is not a silly little buzzword. They can and do have consequences if handled poorly.
Yeah, 100% they are. I cannot overstate how fucking useful it is to have the whole hey, put here what makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah, consent checklist.
Yeah, consent checklist. We had shown it before. In general,
I think we showed it in our first episode.
Yeah, it's in our first episode, all about session 0. Honestly, a good episode. But god damn it, it's not difficult. Because here's the thing. When it's like a jello, when it's something that is, it kind of makes me uncomfortable, but not to the point where I cannot really tolerate it. When it's at that point, it is... Sorry, you're being possessed right now.
Probably.
Yeah. When it's tolerable, you can touch the topic very easily, but just being a blackout thing is like, oh, somebody mentioning that, and that's it. You never specify that they have to deal with it. And if a red topic is, you don't need okay, this is not a topic I have touched before years ago, publicly on other stuff, but you don't need to put kids on a fucking TTRPG.
Yeah. We have a rule in our group where player characters are not allowed to be under the age of 18, and then on top of that, children characters are usually kept out of any line of danger whatsoever. If anything, there's NPCs to be a little silly every once in a while because they're fucking kids.
Yeah, because honestly, they can be fun. Because honestly, if you actually like pay attention to how kids are, they are the most silly things and random things that they can be, and randomness and all that things that plot twist revolving like, oh, it's just because the kid did this or anything related to that. Like, it's fun. It has very nice twist, but for heck's sake, don't put them on the crossfire. It's not difficult. Literally, the only way that you could not put it on you have to put it on a crossfire is in something like, oh, the whole town was destroyed. Right. When you go like, oh, it was a meteorite that destroyed the whole town, and then at that point you don't go that the kids in an orphanage died. You don't describe that. It's like, oh, the whole town was destroyed, and some people might not be okay with that because some people are not okay with hearing about genocide or trying to make the cartels deal with it, which is fine. But then you go to the point that you don't need to specify that at all. It's completely okay. And yeah, honestly, if your point to add kids is to add drama, you are using kids wrong on TTRPG. Kids are to add randomness and fun. Not
kids are there to be a supplemental part of your TTRPG, as in like they're here to add something that's a little bit lighter than what you're doing.
Yeah.
Or they can just be creepy little shits. I don't know.
Oh yeah, the creepy kid. I have one of those in my campaign. One of my campaigns.
Curse of Strahd creepy kids are interesting too. The Death House children from Curse of Strahd.
Ooh. I honestly.
Have you played Curse of Strahd?
No, I have not.
I have.
No, but yeah.
I have lots of thoughts about Strahd von Zarovich.
I'm pretty sure you have a lot of thoughts about Strahd.
Woo! Anyway.
Some of them should not be said here on the stream.
Some of these I can't vocalize out loud. Or else I'll be called a weirdo and cringe. But, you know.
I mean, there's
I might be cringe, but I'm free.
Anyone noticing? I put the image I put of Eyeris in the thumbnail is with her with the monster lover permit.
My monster lover permit is my bestie. It goes everywhere with me.
No, but yeah, honestly, just I know I'm looking a little back into it, but the kids, it's the whole innocent point, because there's another thing I want to say. People are gonna think, oh, murder's not final. That you don't want people to relate or feel pity for a kid that have family issues with big things going on around them. You don't want to detail how they have an abusive home and all that. Honestly, don't do it. Just don't. All right, I had my piece with that.
So that was our first one.
Oh. How many do we have?
Oh, I got a handful.
You roll them all in your hand?
Yeah.
That honestly, your handwriting was really good and made it very tiny.
Yeah, I made it really, really tiny. It's fine. I got it.
Yeah, that's a talent.
This one is weird because it is slightly relatable.
Oh.
At least for me, which is yeah, at some point in time, maybe I'll share one of my horror stories today too. Maybe I'll tell some of my horror stories today. So this one is titled "Found the Group Chat About Trying to Sleep with Me."
Oh, fuck. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know where this is going.
I bet you do. All right.
And I gotta say, I'm glad I have not seen this in real life. I am so fucking glad about it, but I know where you're going. Sorry.
All right. So, to begin. This might be a little long because a few things happened during the campaign. First off, for the longest time, I was the only girl in a party of 7. Relatable. Although this isn't as dramatic or as awful as other stories, it still makes me angry when I think about it. About 3 years ago, I made a post on Instagram offering to DM 5e for anyone that was interested because my previous party had split up after leaving college. I was quickly approached by an old high school friend, Jack, who said that he had a group gathered. I was welcome to come and meet everyone and decide if we all got on well. Jack was always very sweet in high school, so I agreed. And we met at his flat that weekend to play a few non-D&D related games together and get pizza. After a few hours, we started talking about character ideas, rules, etc. I suggested we talk about boundaries in that game so that everyone knew what they were getting into. I'm a relaxed DM. I don't mind if a player decides they want to sleep with the barmaids, as long as it doesn't fuck with the game.
Yeah, just a blackouting situation is fine.
The only thing I said I would not do, period, was sexual assault. Everything else is at the discretion of everyone. This is important to know.
I hate that actually is something that needs to be stated.
Yep.
I'm gonna say this. In my personal games, I have never stated it because for me it has been a default. But I know a lot of people that are now needs for me to be specific about it. That is gonna be all fade to black, and that assault is not okay because it's better to prevent all that shit than to risk it. Don't fucking assume that the things that you're not okay with are people that are others not gonna be okay with. Yeah, you will think it's common sense.
You would think it's common sense, but it's not. So. Oh, no! Come back!
No.
Restore window. Okay. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Gotcha. Nice.
Fast forward to actually playing. I'm not sure if the other people have done this before, but I ran the Death House part of Curse of Strahd for about 4 sessions. Till everyone was comfortable playing together. Then homebrewed a campaign from that. The guys were all pretty great up until this point. However, one of them, we'll call him Mike, began to make a few awkward comments towards me. Mike decided to play a bard and took my "I don't care if you hook up with NPCs" statement very seriously. He tried to fuck every single female. It got to the point where I had to speak with him out of game. He got very passionately aggressive, telling me I had already said it was okay. Despite this, it calmed down a bit, and we continued playing.
Oh, the whole "I'm okay with this, but you said you were okay with this, so I'm gonna fucking abuse it." Yeah, love that. Slow claps. Slow fucking clap to that player.
A few sessions later, Mike tries to SA a female orc while she's restrained and unconscious as the party was elsewhere. I'm not sure of his motive here, but he tried to make his explanations of his actions vague enough that they weren't specifically that, but obviously were anyways. I stopped the game immediately and told him if he didn't quit it, he was out for the rest of the session. He laughed with his buddies and then stopped. Biggest red flag ever.
That's not
his friends laughed along.
That is not a fucking red flag. That's a fucking fire. That is a fucking fire. That yeah.
The friends laughing along is like the biggest no, actually, I think that's bad.
Yeah, it goes beyond a red flag. Here's the thing. She is all. I think it's a she, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She is also the game master. And the game master is the one that is usually adjudicating all the rules, how people to act in all ways. And if all the fucking players are agreeing to what a game master is setting up for rules for comfort of everyone to have a light and fun game by laughing and finding it like they are all part of it. That's the whole thing. They are all part of it. That's the whole ambience that they're all giving. Mm-hmm. That's what they all want. And at that point is the point where you, the game master, has to tell, this is not my table. This is not where I should be.
This is not the sort of people that I want to be around.
Yeah, because this is gonna sound a little bit more selfish, but as a game master, you do have to shit your table. You do have to set your people, and the point where your boundaries are not respected is a point where your time, you have to respect it yourself and spend it somewhere else where it's gonna be actually get care of.
So it says, later that night, he sent me a hand-drawn picture of an orc who was clearly modeled after myself, with his character grabbing her chest. I told him that shit was inappropriate and he wasn't welcome at the next session.
Yeah?
The next day, he called me in tears, saying he's really sorry. He drank way too much the night before. He also admitted he had a crush on me, but didn't know how to convey that. I politely told him that I was flattered, but not interested.
I don't know about... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
And let him back into the party.
Okay. Two things. I don't think she's actually flattered by that. I think she was just being polite, but... I don't know about you, but a crush is not sending them porn art of self-inserts there. That is...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's wrong. That should be a...
Deeply.
If it's not a crime, it should be a fucking crime. First of all.
See, the rest of the party had been trying to convince me to let him back into the game because he hadn't done that much wrong anyways. Yes, I'm an idiot. Apart from that event, I had been having fun with this campaign. Mike is no longer a douchebag after that session. He's quiet, and one of the guys tells me I embarrassed him now and he's struggling to connect. Not my problem.
No.
Which, you know what? Good.
Yeah.
Not your problem.
Yeah,
Fuck
definitely not her problem. Is if people cannot act at a table, they don't deserve to be at the table. That's the reality of it. And that even can go to the game master. If the game master cannot act well, they don't deserve to be the game master. You don't have to be with them. And definitely kicking players for making things uncomfortable or the situation. It's total. That's the whole important thing about Session 0 and making all those boundaries known and respected, is for that to never fucking happen. Not even fucking once, because at that point is, if you're not doing it on purpose, you are, what's the word, like purposefully neglecting the situation.
Yeah. So fast forward a few more weeks, and things have gotten weird again. 2 more members of the party have attempted asking me out on dates. I once again politely decline and carry on. The sessions are now a little awkward for me because all the guys are flirting with pretty much every female NPC I play in the game. Slowly but surely, within a week, another guy confesses his love to me. I am no longer enjoying the session, so I plan on finishing up one story branch and then calling it a day with the campaign in a week.
Okay. I ain't gonna fucking say this. Women are not options. For fuck's
Simple facts!
Simple facts. For fuck's sake, just because you play a D&D game with a woman and she's not telling you to fuck off immediately for just existing, doesn't mean there is anything special going on there.
She doesn't want to bang you, dude. She's just playing a game.
Yeah, maybe she actually wants to play a game. I don't know if people had actually thought that. But it's not all about fucking sex.
Nope, it is not.
But it seems like that game was becoming all about fucking sex at that point with how the players were going.
By the sound of it, really. Like, it genuinely just sounds like the players took this as a challenge.
Yeah, I can even see it that they were even behind screens being like, oh, I fucked this many NPCs, or I'll fuck more than you do the next stream, the next game. I don't know where this went, but honestly, I can also see that man can be that gross. People can be that gross in general.
So, continuing on. Not even a day later, Jack sends me about 20 screenshots from a private group chat of the boys.
Oh,
here's where things get fucky, Toshi.
Oh no, 20.
You ready?
First of all, I'm gonna call this. Jack probably did it to have the others at disadvantage, quote unquote disadvantage, and he be the good guy.
Who knows?
I'm gonna call this.
Well, let's read a little bit further.
Alright.
They literally had bets on who could sleep with me first. The entire group chat was discussing ways they could flirt or seduce me. A few screenshots of my own conversations with them, etc. It was so awful to look at because I thought these guys had actually been enjoying my sessions, but I was basically just there as a game myself. Jack told me he was incredibly sorry he hadn't said anything sooner, and that he was about to pull out of the campaign because of that. I told the party over Discord that I knew what was going on and that I was disgusted and would not DM for them ever again. I think I added in that none of them were even close to physically attractive for me, and then I left. Good for you.
Yeah, good for a living. I am glad that the man had a second thought of things. Because here's the thing, if there were 20 screenshots, that means he has been there for a while. Even if he was participating or not on that, he was completely aware of that very wrong behavior.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that he decided to act on it, but that doesn't mean that she herself should forgive him or for what he was there doing there. He could have made things better in general, especially because he was in that position. But the thing is that I'm gonna give an honest advice on dating on TTRPGs. NPCs are characters are not the people behind them. You getting with a character, especially an NPC, means nothing. Literally nothing. You are not gonna get fucking anyone interested, especially with NPCs.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This is gross. I gotta say, this is I know I have seen similar stuff of people talking like this. I have heard, but this is a whole level of people agreeing.
Yeah, it was a huge, like, sketchy risk.
Yeah.
That I'm honestly, like, also surprised that something worse didn't happen, but I'm glad that nothing did happen.
Yeah. I think the only reason that it didn't become physical it was because it was a Discord game. Because yeah, I agree with what's going on there is wrong as heck. I can honestly see that, and there are definitely stories that go along those routes. But yeah, I'm glad the game master was able to save themselves from more troubles. I'm glad that it happened. But honestly, it's very sad because I can honestly see the game master now at that point not wanting to gain master gains out of a very big ruin experience.
Oh, I could see it too. I feel like that would totally ruin anybody's experience in the hobby in general.
Yeah. And usually at the least case it runs for a few months, which is still sad because it is escapism for a lot of us, and even if it's not escapism, it's a way for us to express. So getting that taken from you, it's big. In any case, she didn't seem like she was able to express at all on that game, where everyone just was looking at objects. Anyway, you also mentioned that you related a little bit to this.
I relate a lot to it, actually.
I'm sorry.
I've had some really interesting experiences, but there is one particular player that I have experienced in my past who we still kind of meme on to this day in my group, because we did remove him from the group. But he was very much like the my lady, how are you today, my lady?
No.
Sort of person. And it's the weirdest thing because according to everybody who was in the group before me, he was completely normal until I showed up.
What? Tell me he wore a fedora, please tell me he wore a fedora.
I don't know.
Okay,
it was all Discord.
Gotcha.
So I don't know.
Okay, in my mind, they're wearing a fedora. That's fine.
So, I think the first time I met him, he was like, I think like we were doing it was our Warhammer campaign. That was the first time our only war campaign actually. And he was playing a he was playing a Tanith first and only. That's the regiment that he went with for his Milstar, his guardsman. I was playing a Talaran Desert Raider. For those of you who don't know, they're sick as shit. They're my favorite Warhammer guard regiment.
Fair.
They're so cool. They fought off chaos by themselves.
What? You serious?
Yeah, no. They literally, like, their planet got virus bombed to shit, and they thought that they were all dead. And Chaos came down and was like, this is our city now! And then Talaran, all of the Talaran Militarum decided, nah, bro, we ain't doing that. And then they fucking, no support from the Imperium whatsoever, whipped the ever-loving shit out of Chaos, and sent them packing off the planet.
The fuck? Okay.
They are great.
They are definitely the protagonists. Probably were there.
Some of you might think, some Warhammer aficionados may think that the Cadians are the true protagonists of the Imperial Guard. I would like to offer the Talaran Desert Raiders and their bullshit.
Honestly, kicking off chaos like that, honestly, it does put them on a protagonist area.
It was great. But I was playing a character who wasn't very friendly. She did not like other people. The Talaran Desert Raiders are very traditionally tough to get along with because they don't respect anybody unless they're also part of that regiment. And then even then, you have to earn their respect. They're very prickly people.
They're very elite and very, yeah.
Not even elite. They just don't like other people because they don't trust others because they didn't receive any help from the wider Imperium when they were under attack.
Okay, there are lone wolves that are angsty with the rest of the Imperium. Honestly, that's fair. I don't blame any faction to be angsty with the Imperium. The Imperium doesn't provide help a lot of time that people need help. Mm-hmm. They are not the first one to have that issue.
So I've got a couple stories that I'll run through that are pretty much all related to our Warhammer campaigns. Just for the shits and giggles of it. We'll do like half and half here. I'll tell half the stories that I have pulled up. I'll tell half the stories that I have in my brain.
Gotcha.
We had a pretty interesting time of it because we were kind of thrown in the middle of a pretty particular situation on a planet. But the interesting thing was the DM. This is also one of my worst DM stories, but I have some interesting thoughts about this DM. And mostly because I'm pretty sure the DM was trying to buy my affections quite literally. I have so many Steam games from this motherfucker. Because I would literally turn around, put something on my wish list, and he'd be like, "Here you go. I bought you Amnesia."
Oh,
you're welcome. I saw it on your wish list. I thought you'd like it. I'm like, hey, thanks.
I mean, yeah, it's free.
But the way that things worked out, we were in the middle of trying to do a whole bunch of stuff, and we needed supplies. Mm-hmm. So one thing that is very particular, I was playing a sniper, and there's a specific type of weaponry, kind of accoutrement that you can get in Warhammer called a chameleon cloak.
Oh, okay.
It's basically like a camo cloak. It'll hide you under different conditions, and it assists in making sure that you remain hidden while you're doing your job of sniping.
Yeah, basically camouflage for many occasions.
Mm-hmm. So I needed one. I did not have one. So I went to the requisitions officer, and I was like, hey, what's up? Can I have one? And the requisitions officer was like, no, get fucked. And the paraphrasing, but it was pretty similar to that.
No, I get it. For sure, everyone here should get it.
So, the player came up, the one who was playing the Tanith. He came up and was like, "Can I have a chameleon cloak?" And they were like, "Yeah, buddy, here you go." I'm like, what the fuck? Why does he get one? I need one. And he was like, we can share. I'm like, I don't want to fucking share with you. And he's like, well, I'm not giving it to you. If you want to use it, you have to share with me.
Well, how does that even fucking make sense?
Would you like to learn how sharing worked?
Yeah, honestly, for my mind, it's not making sense at all.
So, in order for me to utilize this chameleon cloak, he had to lay on the ground, and I had to lay on top of him.
I'm processing it. The fuck?
So we had to be in close proximity, character-wise. Like, right up against each other.
That is not even flirting. That is a straight off fucking sexual harassment.
I know. It's terrible. Anyway. So I'm like, I hate this. I just want to get through the session. So I get through that. I took out both the positions because he was also a quote-unquote sniper. He was not a sniper. He was an all-arounder who wanted to pretend he was a sniper and wanted to pretend he was better at it than me.
This is also the game master we're talking about, right?
The game master wasn't the player. The game master allowed all of this to happen.
Oh, I don't know how. Yeah. Because I was thinking that for a second, I was thinking that it was a game master.
No, this is two people who are at the same level.
Yeah, because I was thinking this is the DMPC situation.
Nope, different people. So I took out both positions that we were supposed to take out, and we head on in, right? My character has one friend. This one friend is her spotter, and when we get in there, we actually have to go in the front entrance and engage in melee. Wonderful for the sniper to engage in melee, by the way. But we get in there, and somebody shoots my spotter. My NPC spotter. And I'm like, oh, that won't fly, motherfucker. So, I decide to go fight this man. And he's like, oh, what are you gonna do? And I'm like, well, I'm just gonna fucking kill you. And he's like, what? You're gonna be a pussy to shoot me? And I'm like, no. So I take out a knife.
Yeah.
And instead of shooting him, The wonderful thing about Warhammer and how range works is range goes off something called ballistic skill. Thrown weapons are also used off ballistic skill. Being a sniper means you can throw knives really good. So I throw this knife, and it completely and totally just eviscerates this man's stomach. He is bleeding out on the ground. I critted him so hard. He is not long for this world. And I'm like, okay, and I start to move on. Motherfucker, this Tanith, I'm just gonna call him Tanith, comes up behind, and he's like, I'll defend your honor! And, starts trying to kill the guy who's already bleeding out on the ground because he slighted my character's honor?
It was not like it was the spotter, it was the honor, you know?
It was the honor. It wasn't the NPC that I cared about.
It's not like it's not like you basically made a very big deal team but doing a fucking ton of damage to created and it's like killing in revenge somebody. No. Your honor was insulted.
My honor was tainted by that brutish man.
What the?
So I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So we leave. My character's like, I'm gonna go fucking take a nap in the tank. And he's like, I'll come with you. And I'm like, no the fuck you aren't. You stay right over there.
You stole my kill.
I had the highest kill count of any character in that campaign. I blew up an entire orc encampment.
What the fuck? Nice.
That's another story for another day, but my kill count was off the charts.
Nice. I can honestly see it, yeah.
And my character went to go lay down, and he came over, and he was like, my character's gonna put a blanket on her and play with her hair, and I'm like, she's going to try and stab you. I hope you know that. If you touch her physically, she will attempt to kill you. And he's like, no, she won't. And I'm like, yes, I will. And the GM is like, actually, no PvP. No PvP allowed. I'm like, are you fucking with me right
now? Okay, no PvP, but harassment is fine, apparently. Okay. Sure.
So, there was one time that he actually went over the line. One time he actually went over the line for the DM. So, we decided to do Rogue Trader. For those of you who aren't familiar with what Rogue Trader is, think of it like Warhammer 40k pirates. It's a pretty interesting setting. I really like it. I really enjoy it. And we were all trying to figure out what we were going to play. Everybody was kind of settling on these alien races, so xeno races. And I was like, I want to be a human. And the GM was like, you can't be a human. I'm going to make an NPC to be the human captain. You can't be a human. And I'm like, I bet. So I saddled up and I was like, I'm going to make a bet with you right now. And he's like, okay, what's the bet? And I'm like, we are going to bet on what character race our favorite guy is going to be. Well, I'll just call Edgy. Who Edgy's going to be. And he was like, well, obviously he's going to be like a Kroot. And I'm like, Kroot, basically they eat everything and they get strange mutations based off it. They're very interesting. They are different from the Tyranids in some very specific ways, but they're pretty similar conceptual.
They're similar, but also they have more culture in general. That's why
they're not a mindless hive.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, bet he's gonna be a Dark Eldar. For those of you who are unfamiliar, with Dark Eldar, the Dark Eldar are literally created by the need to murder, fuck your way into existence.
They are the edgy. They are the edgiest of the edgy.
So edgy. So edgy. And he was like, he will not. I'm like, he's going to. So I get into the group chat where everybody's talking about stuff. And I'm like, hey, Edgy. I'm like, what race are you going to play? And he's like, I haven't quite decided yet. I'm like, I just kind of want to know, what are you thinking? What are your options? He's like, you know what? I think I have made up my mind. I'm like, what is it? What have you decided? He's like, I'm gonna play a Dark Eldar. I'm like, ha! So that's the story of how I got to be the captain of that game. But it doesn't end there, because him picking Dark Eldar set off a series of events.
Oh no.
Because he started getting creepy out of character.
Oh no.
He would DM me saying shit like mistress and like RPing with me and like the weirdest ways, just like completely unprompted. He was trying to be like a suave butlery type. But he like always like mistress this, mistress that, and I'm like, I'm very deeply uncomfortable. So I messaged GM and I'm like, this is making me so deeply uncomfortable that I'm probably going to leave the game. He's like, you know what? No, that is actually very weird. He's not allowed to play that anymore. So instead he picked a Necron, which Necrons are
of course a robot.
They are robot skeletons that have no emotions.
Yeah. More edgy.
Yeah. There are a few other instances. I've had some weird experiences with other players, but mostly for some reason, whenever I played with those other players, it didn't seem to be an issue where they were like, oh yeah, you're you're a girl. Hey, how's it going? I'm just gonna slide in your DMs. But it was more along the way of, how dare you have interesting characters? I think the term that was used frequently was main character. Because I didn't half-ass making my characters.
I struggle with that concept because the only way a character can be the main character is if the game master makes it the main character. And there are also some reasons that can happen. One of them is because the game master is being weird, either being, trying to get into somebody's pants, or they're just being like favoring a player for any damn reason that they choose, right? Like they are their best friend or whatever. The other reason that I think of, which is probably that what Marlowe's line, is when the other players are basically stale as fuck and never take any decision.
Yeah.
And that is when you end up having a main character, because as a game master, you tend to interact with everyone, and suddenly you get no replies from nobody but one person.
You don't like it. You just sit there and you just kind of fume about it, because like, the fuck are you supposed to do with this?
Yeah. We started just like, oh, I'm just gonna be reading as like this, or approaches you and hits your familiar. I can make another one. I'm gonna continue reading. It's like you get players like that, and I'm like, okay, he is gonna bash you. Okay, I'm gonna teleport away. Oh, yeah, nice interaction. Love that. That's probably not the best example. But
it's been an interesting run of it. I am pretty sure that DM messaged me not too many moons ago, and never like messaged me back. But he was like, "Hey, do you have time to chat?" And then like a couple days later, I DM'd him back, and I was like, "Sure, I guess." And then he never messaged me back, so I don't know what's going on there. But
who knows? If you haven't talked in a while, maybe he was thinking about making another campaign or had issues with an old player and wanted to talk about it. Who knows? There's a lot of things that could be there, and I don't want to figure more.
I have a feeling I know what it was about. I have a feeling. I have a thought.
I have a feeling that your feeling is right. That's all I'm gonna say.
So, this one is one from the Reddit.
The Reddit.
So this one's titled...
Let's add something for this one, since it's from Reddit. After it ends, let's vote if we think it's. Let's just between us. Let's vote. Let's say if we think it's fake or real.
Ooh, I like that.
There is a lot of fake ones on Reddit.
I like that. Sure. Let's do this. So, this is titled DM Gets Blamed Because Bandits Act Like Intelligent Human Beings. Are you ready, Toshi?
I'm liking it. Honestly, I'm liking it. But I'm not sure if I'm ready because there's gonna be more. But yeah, I'm ready.
After one or two adventures together, the party was contracted by the town guard to deal with some bandits who'd been ambushing travelers to and from the boonies. Walking along the road, they run to the camp of ne'er-do-wells. Rough-looking guys, DM says, set up tents along the sides of the road. As the party approaches, the ruffians laugh at what was apparently a dirty joke. The party's face hails to the men, who get quiet all of a sudden. After some small talk, the face tells them that he and his fellows are looking for the bandits troubling the road. One of the toughs, a gruff man with only one good eye, replies, "You don't say." Tension hangs in the air. "Yes," says the face. "Would you happen to know anything about that?" "What are you implying?" One Eye answers. "Well," the face says, "if you've been camped out here for a while, you've probably seen something, or maybe heard from some people who were attacked." DM isn't sure where this is going. The face is being very friendly, and none of the players seem to be expecting a fight. DM asks for a perception check. Everyone passes. The DM tells them that these men look like real rough customers. Most of them have scars. All of them are wearing patchy leather armor. All of them are armed with worn but lethal-looking weapons, whom they also have all their hands on. Most of them have recent cuts or superficial wounds, and all of them are keeping their eyes on the party. Face smiles, understanding what DM's getting at, or so he thinks. In fact, from the look of it, you seem to have had some recent trouble yourself recently. Maybe a scuffle with these same bandits? One Eye stares. Says nothing but looks a little confused. "Since you're not dead, you obviously managed to drive them off yet." Face continues. "Did you happen to see which way they fled?" Another party member cuts in. "If you can help us find their hideout, we'll gladly give you a share of the reward." One Eye tells the party to hold on a second and confers with his men out of the party's earshot. After a minute or so, One Eye comes back. "Yeah, we tussled with them," he says. "In fact, we know exactly where they're holed up. They're too tough for us, but you look like you wouldn't have much trouble. Come on, we'll show you."
Oh, fucking love that right now.
Alright, so a quick hike takes the party and their new comrades into the woods, to a cave on the hillside. A short distance inside the cave, they come to a rope bridge stretched across a chasm. One Eye tells the party to go first. There's trouble on the opposite side. The party does so. "Are the bandits close?" the face asks. "Very close," says One Eye. "In fact, they're right behind you." And the bandit cuts the ropes, collapsing the bridge and sending the party tumbling into the chasm. All while One Eye and his crew laughs.
Honestly, if I was a player, I would be laughing so fucking bad.
It's so good. It's so good.
Honestly, I gotta say, this is not a horror story at all. It
gets better.
Okay, it gets better. I can. Better. It's already great. It's already fucking great.
Players immediately call shenanigans on the DM. "What the hell?" says the face. "Why are they betraying us for the bandits?" "Those were the bandits," the DM says. "Bullshit," says another player. "They were bandits. They would have attacked us on sight. You're just making shit up to punish us." "Why would they have attacked you?" asked the DM. "They're bandits," the player replies. "It's what they do. They attack people on roads and take their stuff." Another player cuts in. "Yeah, it's a dick move, man. It feels like you just decided they were bandits on a whim." Everybody is glaring at the DM.
Everybody is pissed. Look, bandits are like predators, the DM says. They don't attack the strongest prey, but the weakest. People who travel this road are small peddlers and farmers. You're mercenaries with weapons, armor, and magic. They're not going to pick a fight with you if they can avoid it. Fuck off! You're just a shit DM. How were we supposed to fight them if they won't attack first? You could have attacked first, the DM says. You're working with the town guard, and they're obviously all the more reason they would attack us, a player cuts in. DM looks around in disbelief. He seems to be the only person at the table who finds it plausible for professional criminals to assess the risk of an exercise discretion. DM quickly moves on, with the party landing at the bottom of the pit, forgetting about fall damage to mollify them. Which segues into a dungeon crawl to get back to the surface. In the end, the players consider it a satisfying session, but to this day consider this incident to be a huge gaffe on the DM's part. They can't comprehend that a bandit could be anything more than an automaton who sees adventurers and flies into a homicidal rage to shake down a heavily armed party for a few coins to buy dinner. Heavens forbid that the NPCs be as least intelligent as the players.
No. You don't get it. They attack on sight. They are like beasts. They're savages. They... Oh, fucking great. You know, I would say something. Honestly, I would tell the players that if they look like bandits, smell like bandits, and act like bandits, maybe they are bandits.
Maybe they are bandits.
Oh, honestly, for me, it feels like the players didn't want to feel dumb for not actually paying attention to what with the clues the DM gave them. And I do think this might be real because I have seen players trying to metagame logic of players. I have seen people be like, oh, but they are Durgard. Durgard in the monster book can feel common. Like, this one doesn't. Simple as that. This one doesn't.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful, honestly.
So, do you think that one was real or fake?
I do think it was real, especially because them not taking fall damage was the game master trying to ease down the players from being more shitty. And that is something that I can honestly see as being real. If they didn't add that, it might be them exaggerating, but I think that for me is the thing that tells me that is real, honestly.
So,
what do you think, Harris?
I think it's real.
Yeah. Players can be like that, definitely. And honestly, sometimes if you're sleepy or if you're not paying attention, or you're going along with other people, yeah, you miss all the clues. It can happen. At that point, I should say that you probably should not be playing D&D at that time, but...
Don't play D&D if your dog ass tired. Go to bed.
Yeah. I wonder if Eyeris hears the one up ice.
Sometimes.
Alright. I'm happy with that. Alright. Oh,
here's another one.
Great story. I love it. I fucking like. Can you send me the link to that one, please?
Oh, fuck yeah.
I freaking love that one.
I'm sure you would. Let's see. History. Let me DM it to you real quick. There you go, bud.
Thank you. Alright.
So, this one's titled The Single Worst Player I've Encountered Bar None.
Oh, great title. Great title. Definitely nothing's gonna happen.
So, I've been playing D&D since middle school. I've encountered a lot of weird players in my day.
I've seen people take seducing way too far. I've seen super overdramatic edgelords, but nothing could compare to me for that girl. About 5 months back, I moved to my hometown, and my wife and I decided to find a group to play with. So we made some posts on Facebook and eventually got a group. There were 5 of us, and initially everything was fine. That girl was initially a Goliath warlock who ended up getting herself killed off within a few sessions due to super reckless behavior and terrible confrontational attitude. To give some context, a few of that girl's prior decisions included kidnapping a wizard's apprentice in the middle of the night and waterboarding him for information which he did not have. Killing a bar patron for refusing to sleep with her. Dingus has opinions tonight. I don't know if you can hear her.
Yeah. I think she's reacting to the story very heavily.
Mm-hmm.
And I know
Washing
I feel
her,
honestly.
I feel it too, because this one, washing her armpits with holy water from the local church, especially pissed me off being a paladin.
Was it in the?
4.
It was probably in the middle of the church too, probably.
Making extremely inappropriate sexual jokes and innuendo out of game nearly every session. Jesus Christ. Despite all of us telling her we didn't appreciate it, Dingus agrees. It's terrible.
Yep, definitely terrible.
She's got some feelings going on.
No, I think she has experienced this probably. Maybe she's the one that wrote the story, you know?
After being killed off, a DM allowed her to make a new character and warned her that she needed to change the way she handled situations if she wanted to survive the game. She agreed and left early, and next session she showed up with a brand new character, a wood elf bard. The way she described her new character was ultimately what ended up getting her kicked out of the group. Her first sentence describing her new character. Are you ready for this, Toshi?
It's probably gonna say that they have big proportions or something.
His name is Dick, and his whole shtick is that he essays everyone he meets.
Oh. Can you repeat that, please?
His name is Dick, and his whole shtick is that he assaults everyone he meets.
I need to put a disconnect audio sound here. Fucking no.
That girl uttered those words with the proud, beaming smile of a toddler who had just used the toilet successfully for the first time.
I can see this. Oh, fucking no. I look. In general, I don't like joke characters too much. It depends a lot, you know, but in general, I don't like them too much.
Mm-hmm.
But there are joke characters, and then there is this shit. This is not even a joke character. This is a mess character.
We couldn't believe her. At first, we thought she was joking. But when she started talking to patrons of the tavern, we quickly found out she was serious. Her first order of business was to go up to the bartender and attempt to grab his junk. She didn't get to roll for it. She was politely, yet firmly, asked to leave. She made several posts about us on the D&D groups, calling us misogynistic pigs for not allowing her to express herself freely. Our group is one person lighter, and we are all happy for it. There's an additional edit to this, by the way.
For real, let me say this. How is people not letting you harass sexually stuff being misogynist? No. Fucking. Honestly, I kind of feel this story because I did had a player that started spreading like issues. Yeah, because I stopped them from doing some shit. I don't remember the details. That was one of my first sessions around, so real long time ago. That I can see it. Okay, go ahead. What is the notes? The edit.
Alright, so this blew up. Thanks to the awards, I appreciate them. Figured I'd line up just a few things for clarification. 1. The apprentice she waterboarded was 15 years old. Normally, waterboarding someone in D&D is perfectly fine, sometimes even funny. But a 15-year-old is crossing the line, in my opinion.
I think it is a little bit crossing the line.
2.
Uh-huh.
The armpit washing is admittedly kind of funny. It was funny in Kung Fu Panda. And I suppose it's funny here. But the way it was done was purposefully disrespectful to the religion in general, and I should point out that that girl's an atheist who despises religion.
Yeah, I can see it. And here's the thing. Honestly, if I was the DM, I would fucking put a curse on them. I mean, D&D is a world where gods are very, very present. You know? I mean, if you go to Greek gods, they constantly did that shit. Oh, you disrespected the god on their temple?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, guess you are now not human anymore at all.
So yeah, that was that. Wonderful, really. 10 out of 10.
The thing I honestly I kind of like about this story is that it usually shows more of stories like this usually shows more like a man being the problem player in this sort of sense. So yeah, for me, some awareness that any player can be a problem player. Don't simp for any situation. Sorry, but
yeah,
no, for sure. This issue about them. What was it? One of the first things that they did was the whole before the
which part?
Before the baiting themselves with holy water.
Oh, the waterboarding the child?
Yeah, the waterboarding the child that didn't have actual information. That is something that technically has happened on my table, and it was very bad for me to see because there were these low-level enemies that were basically mutated humans into rats, that they really were like experimental humans they grabbed from the city, from the slums, and just thrown into the sewers because somebody was experimenting with mutations and all that stuff. And they were one player was convinced that the rat person that they captured had information. It ended up constantly torturing them until they killed them because they were convinced of it, even if I was specifically telling them that they didn't know, and I even gave them some access to have more inside knowledge, and I gave them a whole book that they tell what was going on and what was the whole thing that turned them into it. I don't know if they were not paying attention. I don't know if they just wanted this to be a bad guy. For fuck's sake. This is something that I recently read on. This is from Junker's Delight from Starfinder. They have a part where they can interrogate an NPC. DMs, be clear that torture is not needed. Be clear in the sense that don't make it fucking impossible for them to talk. Make it clear when they're not talking, alright? And this is a little bit more annoying, but if you are something, if somebody's triggered by torture, but narratively most people are agreeing that it's like making sense, have guards arrive to take care of the situation. Players are not the police. Usually. Yeah. Or have the leader of the guards being like, hey, no, that's fucking illegal. You're gonna get us in problem for torturing. Fucking war crime here. If your players are completely okay with it, yeah, go along with it. Don't
your player characters violate the Geneva Convention is all we're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe that's the
message.
That's the message. Don't violate the Geneva Convention is the message that we're trying to produce here.
Exactly. Anyway, is it real or not real?
I feel like it could be real.
I feel like it could be real, but something honestly is telling me that it's a little bit off.
What's making it off for you?
For me, is the thing that they're constantly saying that they put like the player online, telling them that, oh, we're not okay with these jokes, and they keep constantly repeating those issues until it was the grab the dick and twist it situation.
Grab his dick and twist it.
Yeah. So the whole thing about that player being beaming happy about that and not seen as an issue with them constantly quote unquote discussing it. Either they never actually like brought it up and it's just the DM or the one that wrote it saying it to look better, and not like they never really talk it out and just suddenly decide to kick her.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's a fake story. That's what I'm thinking of.
What if, and hear me out here, what if it is real and they, the main reason why they were allowed to keep going was because they thought it was a joke at first?
I can see that. But honestly, technically all is a joke until it isn't.
True. True. Fair enough.
But yeah, I can see that being a mistake that somebody would make, not to see the red flags and be like, okay, maybe not a red flag. Maybe it's actually kind of yellowish, but it's fine.
Maybe it's a silly little joke.
Yeah,
maybe it's just a silly little gaff.
Yeah, because I feel like the moment that it became serious, if it's real, if it's a real story, is when they noticed that the message boards that she put on other places where she was not allowed and called them misogynistic. That's when they probably realized that, hey, it was never a joke.
True.
Because she literally, according to them, she literally put like, oh, they're not letting me express. So I don't know, but usually when people say that, it's not about jokes. Or it's about very bad jokes. Oh, that is true.
See? Maybe it is just a dumb joke.
I'm gonna roll a dice to decide. Dice will decide for me if it's real or not, because I'm in a maybe.
Truly the DM experience here.
It's a 10. It's not real.
Damn. The dice have spoken.
Dice have spoken. It's not a real story.
Wow.
That's a real reason you don't rise as the DM. You know if
I've got one last short one for you.
Oh, alright.
One's a little short, a little sweet. To the point. It's titled, Every female NPC or PC had to roll for their chest size.
Are they playing Fatal?
No, they're not. I don't think they're playing Fatal. If they were playing Fatal, I'd understand. It's integral to the gameplay to know exactly how big your asshole is.
Yeah.
So I would expect you need to know exactly how big around your tits are.
No, yeah, for sure. It's part of the main plot. You cannot play the game without it. There's literally no way. Yeah.
So, this was a new homebrew game. The group and I ended up playing with the DM who hadn't DM'd for quite a while. We all switched off. We had all known and played together for a couple of years at this point. In previous games, there was sexual content, but always faded to black and wasn't focused. So I was surprised when this new campaign took a turn. The first couple of games were okay. Although, when I first introduced my new female drow character, I had to roll a d4 for her chest size. I wasn't so into it, especially because I'm a woman, and was the woman playing a d4.
I'm sorry, that is a very small dice for choosing sizes of stuff, but I don't think that's the point in the story.
But that was that. and things moved on. Later, sessions got worse. Anytime we met a new NPC that was a woman, I always rolled a d4. One of the players in the DM would make fun of the sizes if it wasn't quote-unquote big enough. A 1 or 2 certainly didn't help myself. AKA 1 or 2 certainly didn't help my self-confidence. The last session ended with my character getting cursed. She was never allowed to wear a shirt, jacket, or bra.
What the?
I voiced that I didn't really like that, and the DM assured me that it's okay, that it would give me bonuses for seduction. After a few minutes, the other player decided that since the girls were out in the open and my character was getting sexy buffs, he was gonna grope them. My character cut off his arm for it.
Of course,
As you should.
Yeah, honestly.
The game and group fell apart after that, and I have no regrets. It was very unexpected and uncomfortable of a turn for that party. The game, even if the game had continued, I probably would have dropped it and not invited those guys back over to my home. I was also always the host.
What the? Okay.
In her own home, Toshi.
Yeah. Disrespected on her. For fuck.
In her own.
Okay, I'm gonna judge her a little bit. How did she even allow them to enter her home without knowing them enough that it will end up that bad?
Well, she said it's been like a long-term group, and then this guy was just not new, but he hadn't DM'd in a long time.
Gotcha. So he was like, it was a long time group, and then this guy never revealed his true colors, kind of sense, in a way.
Yes, essentially.
And what this is again falls like with the first story. Why did the other fucking guys didn't do fucking anything about it? That is the whole thing. It's like being a bystander in those sort of situation is something that I don't see happening easily. Because usually, let's say it's a very large table. This is the largest table that I can think of. Is 7 players. It's not a lot of people. It's not the situation where, oh, I should maybe not act out and let somebody else deal with it. No.
You deal with it.
You deal with it, yeah, exactly. And you usually have 4 players. It's very easy to see it as personally there, instead of just thinking like, oh no, maybe it's probably fine. But I cannot see how any of these people could even think any of this was fine. First, the rolling of the chest is very sexist, and I can understand why they were literally body shaming people.
Fuck.
Second, the whole thing with, you okay?
Yeah, I sneezed really hard. I feel another one coming.
All right, don't let your lungs out.
I'm trying not to.
Right. Also, bless you.
Thank you.
I'm never sure if it's a bless you or not. I don't know if that's just damage or something.
Yeah, it hasn't done it yet, so I'm sure it's fine.
Maybe it's accumulating, you know? One day it's all gonna
God,
go
am I
on
gonna
one
explode?
single moment.
Am I gonna explode?
No. I'm sure you'll be fine. I mean, you're all digital being, so at least your digital part will stay alive, right?
Oh my god, am I gonna corrupt?
More? I mean,
Is that it?
are
my files gonna corrupt? Is that it?
maybe you lost some memories, you know?
Oh my god, that's where all those days have gone. I didn't think about it until now.
Every time somebody say bless you to you, you lost a little bit of your memory.
Oh no. That explains so much.
New Eyeris lore discovered here.
No wonder I'm so forgetful.
See, you just need to get better at not sneezing.
Yeah, I should really work on that involuntary reflex.
Yeah, get good. It's no, honestly, don't hold anything, but yeah.
No, I gotta get good now.
Get good. No, but yeah, this whole story about those guys. Oh God, they were literally trying to pervert on her, but at her home, I don't get it. Like,
Just feels really weird to have somebody like have that take place at like a house. Like you go over to somebody's house and do that.
yeah, exactly. It's like
That's the really weird part for me.
it's like it's not okay to do it at your home, you know, but somebody else is like, I don't think they're mentally stable at that point. I don't think they are socially aware of a lot of things. Like, I joke with people when I come to my home, like, oh, can I use the bathroom? It's like, no, you have to do it here. You cannot use the bathroom. And no, of course, go ahead. And I joke about that. It's not the funniest joke. Yeah. But still, is the whole thing about asking is still a formality. You know, that sort of sense. So I cannot even imagine
going to somebody's home and doing something like that.
Yeah, it's like they have the position of power because it's their home, you know?
Right.
That is the reality of it. That is the point where the game master, yeah, you have the control of the game, but if an issue happens, they decide to call the police, who do you think is gonna get in more trouble? Let's be real here. First of all,
just get rid of them. Throw them out.
Yeah, just throw them all. Yeah, exactly.
Destroy them. Like they do no longer allowed to exist.
Yeah, exactly.
Kill them.
Okay, man. Maybe. Honestly, with this one, maybe something.
Maim them.
Yeah, sure. Unman them.
Take all their bones and turn them into like, I don't know, meat slush.
Maybe they can turn them into the human from Doctor Who. I don't know if you know about it, but it's basically the human that is all stretched out in its own skin.
Yes, I love her. Icon, Slay Queen.
Yeah. Moisturize.
Moisturize me.
Oh, fucking great. Oh,
she's great.
Yeah. No, honestly, this whole thing about I don't get why they okay, here's the thing. If they are looking for some sort of sexual like gratification of expressing themselves, look for a fucking ERP. Don't look for a regular D&D game. There are even some D&D ERPs that you can find online. I wouldn't, but yeah, in any case, they are groups for that. Literally, you can find that if you look for it.
If you look for it, you can find just about anything on the internet.
Yeah, so just don't fucking bring it to...
Don't bring it to your random friend's house. Yeah, don't. If you wouldn't show it to show and tell, don't show it to the table.
Yeah. That's essentially it. Even if they are friends or not, hold it. Especially if they're friends. Are you really wanted to ruin your friendships out of being a little bit of a pervert?
Yeah, like, what's the fucking point?
Yeah.
You're just gonna wind up sad and alone. Nobody wants that.
Yeah, and also, the whole before all that, and I know this is a point put a lot, is TTRPGs are not dating spots. They are fucking not. Nobody, well, not nobody, most people are not looking for dating where they're on a TTRPG. They are looking to play a fucking game. In any case, honestly, the cat on the how do you call it? I forgot my Spanish too. Nice. You forgot a word in 2 languages.
Oh, congratulations, bud. I'm sure that's an achievement somewhere.
Yeah, thank you. It's very
You're
good.
very, very welcome.
Oh yeah. God damn it! I remember. Forgot they were all in the same. And I'm not sneezing here. Counter. Yeah, counter. The counter is kind of getting to me. You know, he's very happy there, just nodding on.
He's just hanging out. He's just having a good time. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we can keep them for a few days, but we really...
Can we?
Yeah, I guess we can keep them for a few days, but we do probably need to discuss better the permanent spot.
I know, but I mean, look at it. It's great. They're so cozy.
Yeah, they are. But also, I need to figure out the paperwork.
They don't need any paperwork, Toshi. Like I said, I'm paying them under the table. They don't need paperwork.
Gotcha. So it's not a contract. It's it's like donation and donation of help, right? You know that they're not working.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah, we can keep them around for some time. I think it's fine.
I knew you'd see the light. I know you'd understand.
But I gotta say, you didn't even take a bite of your ice cream.
I'm saving it for off stream. I don't want another popcorn incident.
Another popcorn incident?
Yeah.
Where you got it stuck in the machine?
I'm worried that if I eat too much, I might get my head stuck in the glass.
This is just a cup. I mean, it's not a very large cup, but I don't think you can fit inside of it.
You wanna see? I can try.
You can try? Didn't you say you didn't want to?
Touche, but still.
Honestly, at this point, yeah, I'll go ahead. Try it.
Yeah! Hold on, let me can I get on in there?
Give me a...
Or just scoot on in there. Yep. Yeah.
All right. I guess Eyeris will be stuck eating the ice cream.
It's fucking good.
Well, we can call this the end of the stream then, because this is gonna take a while. I'm pretty sure. Nah, I'm pretty sure some people do want to watch that. But yeah.
If people want to watch me eat, then there's a problem. Sounds like a poor experience all around.
I don't know. I wouldn't get it, to be honest. I don't think much of it. So, but yeah, let's end it here. We'll watch again in 2 weeks for the next episode, which we have not discussed the topic.
Yeah, we need to figure that out.
It's fine. We have a list of topics.
We do have a nice little list. We gotta figure out which one of those things on that list that we want to do, though.
Do we want to go on the list on stream, or want to go?
Let's pick it off stream.
All right. Sounds good.
Maybe next stream we'll let chat decide.
Oh, that could be interesting. But
We'll let chat decide next time.
All right. Hold your head a little bit out of the ice cream, Eyeris, just to say goodbye.
Bye.
All right. Goodbye. That's the industry. Bye bye. Take care, everyone.